You guys are live.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hi.
That's the first thing my mother hears is me just going, oh, shit.
What's up, internet? What it do, boom? Okay.
Are you going to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name's Annie.
Hi, my name's Emma, but you can call me Daisy.
Hi, Daisy.
Hi.
Why do you like Daisy?
Because it's actually a family nickname.
Okay.
So it was derived from, so my last name is Catherine.
Mm-hmm.
I was named after someone in my family, my great-great-grand aunt. That's your phone going off. And her name was Aunt Catherine, but everybody called her Daisy. So that's where I got Daisy from.
I was wondering about that. It's cute.
Yeah, thanks.
Very cute.
Thanks.
So.
We got to wait. Annie's got to answer her phone.
No. Okay. So today, what are we doing today?
So we watched a movie, a very special movie.
Yes, we did.
What's the movie called?
Then There Was You.
Yep. It is available on Tubi and Amazon Prime. There is the lovely poster for it.
So let's see what it's a ladies' man who gets more than what he's bargained for when he falls in love with a very highly outspoken artist who introduces him to the true meaning of life and love and decisions.
Yeah.
And I mean, how did you feel about it?
No, I liked it. How'd you feel about it?
I liked it. You know, to be honest, because I'm an honest person, brutally honest, but it's all out of love. For me, it started a little slow, right? And it was hard for me to get into the flow, get into the characters. But once I started really realizing the depth of the meaning of the story then you know what I mean? I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. I really liked it.
Annie was so nervous going into this, and you're doing so good. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah. I was really nervous, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the intro. You guys breathe for a second. We'll go into the trailer.
Let's go out tonight, have a good time, put all the drama behind us. That's what I'm gonna do. Here's to a good time.
What happened to you chilling last night?
Yeah, man, you dipped out a little early.
Just a tad.
I can't settle for less. I mean, I want a man to cater to me every once in a while. You know, cook, surprise me sometimes. Is that too much to ask for? As a little girl, every week I would go and listen to spoken word. You know, poetry. Something about this is different. Like, today is not like yesterday different. First breath after rescue from the drowning. Jazz, hip-hop, fusion different. This is a tribe called Quest, that we are simply on a quest to create our own tribe. This is different. A dance studio? Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Jesus, Chandra, I said a step, not a leap.
And I wonder if you can see it, if you can breathe it like new spring. This is different. And I like it. Have you ever been in love?
Maybe one day I'll find out.
I think my brother done got soft on his mic.
Angel soft.
Charmin, ultra soft, you know?
I have this strange feeling about you two. Brian used to tell me about this guy he knew that had all the girls and was like this major dog.
Kingston! So I can trust you, huh? You care about me?
But we weren't even official.
Do you love Chandra?
I thought what we had was something special. I got to be more than just a feeling to you, Kingston.
I thought I had it all. Then there was you.
Hey guys.
We're back.
We're back. That was a little clip for Then There Was You. Directed by, I can't pronounce the name, sorry, Voldemort is the nickname. Written by Shanti Nelson and Voldemort. And starring
LaShonda Batts Bowser. I am so sorry if I'm butchering the names.
who actually she'll be joining us later on in the show.
Yes, she's great. Jarrell Tyrone Miller.
Who actually was our very first guest here on TTFT for their Black Panther episode.
Yep. It also stars Laurie Gordon, Sharid Ross, Ken Wester, Ashley Williams, and Chelsea Lee Williams. And are we forgetting someone?
Are we?
I
think
forgetting
we're
someone?
forgetting anybody. Who?
Are we forgetting?
Oh, there he is. Mr.
Oh,
Tareen Royal himself.
bruh. Yeah,
Yes,
we're
Mr.
hosting
Royal.
tonight, but the boys are still back there controlling everything. So you might
Hey boys.
beg pardon?
So let's we got comments here. Mr. Robert Mathis says, "What's good, internet?" Hey, guy, Mr. Robert. Who's this, Mr. Royal?
James Review says, "Good evening, girls. Almost finished with the movie. All right,
Okay.
fantastic.
All right, I need your honest opinion, James.
Yep. Mr. Royal saying that guy looks familiar. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no shit.
No shit. Rumble, young man, rumble. Rizzle.
Rizzle, my nizzle.
Directed by Harry Potter's nemesis, huh? Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right. So I want to have a little question. So if
What's
this were a Hollywood produced film,
Yeah.
what A-list actors would you think would be better? Or would you like to see as Kingston and Chandra?
Ooh. That's
Keep in mind, you've already seen me. It doesn't really
Royal commenting off screen that we've
Yeah.
already seen him. Hard to replace Royal. Yeah, but Michael B. Jordan is.
Oh, you was
right
just you
there.
looked at my
Yes,
book.
right in the notes.
Okay,
right
so
in the notes.
for me, definitely Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, and then yes, babe, yes, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
And then I think for her, like Journey Smollett.
Ooh,
Journey Smollett.
All right.
Or Zoe Kravitz.
Also a good answer.
Zoe Kravitz. I don't have it written down. Rosario Dawson and Gabrielle Union.
Okay. All good.
You like yes. Royal's like I'm on all of them. Huh? The Cosby Show. Who's that?
Ooh, right over our
Right over my
heads.
head. Yeah, but those would be my pick. Yeah.
All right.
Definitely
I
Michael
like
B.
those.
Jordan.
I like those.
The
Ooh.
comments. James, if this was a Hollywood produced film, sound quality would be better.
Ooh, roast. Roast.
Are we starting that?
Roast. Have we begun the roast?
We're not saying you, Royal.
We
No,
didn't say
you have
anything.
nothing
We
to do with the
haven't
sound.
started the roast. I have notes. I have lots and lots of notes. Do we see this?
Of course
Royal?
you
Do we
do.
see this? Do we see the notes? There we go. I've got all the notes.
Oh my
You
gosh.
ready for this? Because
Take
I got
it.
all the notes. I can go through the entire list. Do we want to talk about some of our favorite performances in the movie? Who do you think was the best of the cast? Knowing that Royal is right there in the room, who do we think was the best in the cast?
I mean, for me, the poets. I like the guy that did his poem, the real deep one about his childhood. Right, his deep, have nothing. That one, the trumpet player, of course.
Yeah.
But for me, the poetry is what really resonated with me.
Yeah.
That's
same.
what really got me connected with the movie.
120%.
I honestly, honest, out of love, I probably would not have watched the whole movie, but you know what I mean? I got connected, and that's all that matters is I got connected to the movie, and there's pieces that resonated with me from this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, the poetry definitely foreshadows a lot of what is to come in the movie. That was my favorite part. I think that the slam poetry was very, very well articulated, very well written, very, very brilliant pieces of the story and moving it forward. I thought it was really, really great. Yeah. So that was my favorite part, were all the slam poets. Royal, I'm going to ask you this question, and then you're going to answer off screen, and then I'm just going to say it into the mic. Were the pieces of slam poetry written into the script, or did you guys get like your own like poets come in and they wrote their own things?
The last lady that did the poem, the one I believe,
We're gonna get Royal a mic so
Yeah.
that he can answer these
Here we go.
questions.
Oh, now I'm appearing verbally now. Thank you. Hello, ladies out there who are now getting turned on for Valentine's Day based off his voice. Yes.
I put up with this every single one when he
Get it
edits
together
my
now.
stuff.
Okay, I can hold it though.
Come on, hey,
I can
hey,
do it.
hey,
Okay,
hey,
so
get it together. Hey,
Royal,
Hey.
Royal, behave.
hey, 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 hey. You and Joe Pesci. Hey, get it together.
I put up with this every single month.
I do too. I love it.
To answer the question, the young lady, the last one who did the poem, basically all the poets were given assignments on what to write about, but they weren't told
Okay.
the movie. But the director, Voldemort, and of course the writer, they already knew the script, so they let them. You can't tell a poet what.
So
you
they
tell
let them
the
write their
subject.
own poetry.
Of course,
That
yes.
is amazing.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yes. They
Especially
all-
with how well it does foreshadow the action within the
Right.
film. That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Right. I mean, if you hear some of the lines, like every spectacle is a spectacle. Every inch of you immeasurable. Like the sun has spots on it, still the size of shine anyway. Like
Yeah.
that poetry should be somewhere in books and Def Comedy Jam. I mean, I'm Def
Yeah.
Poetry Jam and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
poetry was definitely my favorite part. I
Yeah.
wrote multiple notes about just how much I loved the poetry in it.
James said the poets were the only ones that sounded like human beings. Oh, we're going there. I think he
The
wants us to
roast.
go there.
The roast. Royal, I
so-
love you, but the script did you zero favors.
Oh,
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
that was James. I'm choking on a Skittle
Don't joke on
because
this
I think
still.
it's about time to roast.
Oh, have we begun the roast? We're beginning
Okay,
the
so
roast.
James, I understand what you're talking about where it sounds like human beings because it didn't sound like it was a little scripted too much. Too much like I didn't feel real. I didn't feel like the
I'll mention this, and I'm gonna also ask
Out of
Royal a
love.
question with this. Royal, how comfortable did you feel on screen?
It had been a while for me. If you thanks, Dave.
Yeah, get the mic. Get the mic.
All right, thanks, Dave. All right. So with that being said, if I'll be honest with you, right around the time we did this film back in 2012, I had just come off a year hiatus of doing nothing. Prior to that, I had been working on some music projects with a group called G14 Classified. So I hadn't acted in years, and that is not an excuse. We got there, and I did not feel comfortable.
It's
at first
hard.
because of the fact that I'm like, I've done this my whole life, whatever. And I get there, and it's a full set, like a big set. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, should have went over those lines a little bit.
Wow.
But then I get there, and the greatest thing happens that the young lady, LaShonda Batts Bowser, she was so on and ready to go that I spent the first maybe 3-4 days watching her.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
probably around
she's
that third or
great.
fourth
Following
day,
her, yeah.
yeah, that third or fourth day, we caught our groove, and without her, I wouldn't even been able to catch back up to speed as fast. But to answer your question, I thought I was going to be overly confident. Got there, was not comfortable at all, and then maybe 20 to 30 minutes to film. You can't tell me anything.
Because there are a lot of scenes where you're a lot more comfortable when it's you and her.
Yeah.
You're you. I see you in the character, and
You said
like,
Kingston, it's not me.
and out of love, it's just I seen you in the character too much, and that's why I was trying to critique the character.
Right, because
You
if
know,
you didn't know me,
if I
you
didn't
wouldn't-
know-
yes.
Yeah.
But if I didn't know you, it's not that I wouldn't like the movie or not. You know what I mean? It's
When
Yeah,
when the
James, I
director-
think James said it right. If it sounded like the writer putting words in the actor's mouth rather than them just
exactly
speaking naturally.
that's why I
it
didn't
felt
feel
like that.
you.
Well, you
I
guys are
felt
not
like you
wrong
were just
about
telling
that.
me a story.
You guys are not wrong about that. Now we weren't given any liberty to improvise or anything like that. And again, it's different now where I own my own company, I write my own scripts and stuff like that. Back then, I was just trying to get my foot in the door, and I'm like, this is going to be a hell of a resume. So I just acted. I gave advice, which was not taken. And don't get me wrong, that's great. The director learned, maybe I should take a little bit more advice or do things different. The writer learned, hey, sometimes let the actors flow a little bit. This is all learning for everyone, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James poses an excellent question, which is actually a question that I had too. Was there a bit of improv during the dance scene between you and Chandre?
No,
Oh.
There wasn't?
You know, I've never been asked these questions before. This is awesome. No, I'll tell you
James has
exactly.
given us all the questions.
I know.
He's being great. Thank you, James.
The cinematographer, she's actually French, and she was actually
All right.
yeah, like I was going deep into the method acting, so there was
Did good.
there was no improvisation. There were just two scenes, two quick cuts where it was not me, only because I couldn't parry and lift my feet up and turn my ankles like that. It don't work like that. But other than that, all of that is me. I mean, you know, eat your heart out, Dirty Dancing.
Now, the dance scene was probably one of my favorites in the movie because
you didn't have
that
hips like that, did you? Did you have hips
absolutely
kinda-
not, but it felt the most naturalistic of the
Yeah.
movie because it felt like you were finally getting comfortable within the character.
Yeah.
It
Thank
really
you so much.
did.
And we shot that at FAMU University, where my daughter currently attends, and their dance hall. They were very gracious to us, and that's when I learned, oh, I do really love acting because it was a 22-hour day, and that was the last part of the day.
Wow.
Robert said, "Get the mic away from him. The feedback's horrible."
Ooh.
Maybe it's just,
David's gonna hold the mic. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. They're being sassy off camera.
I'm glad we're talking about this because I was nervous, because I wanted to be honest, but I wanted it to come out of love. What James said.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That wasn't a line of improv. Let's stay in.
The scene where she steps on your toe and Royal says, "You're lucky, you're cute."
Felt the most
Felt
like
the
you.
most like you. No, actually,
The older version of me, not me.
the older version. Yeah, there's a part where I don't like, and we'll get to that later on the parts where I want to get rid of in the movie. We'll get down to that later.
Guys have only been on the parts you don't like.
I'm serious.
No,
I should
we
already
talked
say-
about the dance scene. We talked about the dance scene. We
that was
liked
good.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coordinate this with James beforehand?
No, we didn't.
Right? Thank you, James. Thank
were
you.
there
I always
any-
rely on you, buddy.
Were there any other parts of this movie that you did like?
Huh. I liked.
More commentary from the woman, less Rizzle. That
More
is the
commentary.
shut up
Okay.
royal comment.
I mean, I liked the poetry. I just like the music,
Yeah.
the poetry. I like them walking and being themselves in it because I actually felt connected. I just
Yeah.
like that. I like that part better.
Yeah, the slam poetry was great. I do
Yeah.
like how the jazz music tied everything together. I thought
Yeah.
that was really, really sweet.
Definitely. My part, I liked.
Yeah.
You have any notes on that?
I don't think I do.
I have a question. What did you guys think? You sit back there with your parents, my voice is getting too deep. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Question from the audience. Go.
What did you guys? Yeah, I like that. What did you guys think about the chemistry between the brothers, the guys that played the brothers, the lead and the brother? What do you guys think about the chemistry?
So that right there felt more comfortable than anything in the
Yeah.
movie.
Agreed.
Agreed. The chemistry between the brothers and that felt more
That
real.
felt natural.
Yeah, that felt more real, and I felt like it was in a low budget Friday movie, like a low budget Friday movie with those two.
Low budget was right. but they-
Like no, like they would be good in a Friday movie. They're funny.
Oh no, they definitely.
Yeah, that's what I felt. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I definitely saw.
The guy JT, he's been on a lot of things with DT. He's been in Black Panther 1 and 2.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Keisha Marie Gordon plays the young lady. Remember they get the massages?
Yeah.
Like, those ask the type that young lady that she's done amazing things. She's worked with Tyler Perry. She's also a director at
Oh, wow.
Florida A&M right now, where we filmed it at.
Wow.
So yeah, the cast has kept going. I mean, most of us just really love what we did.
That's
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
We got some more.
What chemistry?
What chemistry?
LOL.
Damn.
what-
James is
The
roasting.
chemistry.
I'm
between-
sorry. I feel like I'm being too mean.
You're being honest.
Yeah.
MC.
We're being honest. Well,
Listen.
no, I barely said anything.
It's MCD reviews for a reason,
true.
and you're reviewing, and that's the fact. Drop the
Yeah.
mic on that one, right?
Bam.
You're
Take the
reviewing.
mic. Bam. Yep.
Gotta
We're
be
doing our
honest.
best. We're
'Cause
doing
if
our
this was
best.
any other movie, we would be saying what we felt.
Yeah. We're being honest here.
Oh, no,
This is
we're
honesty
not
hour
lying.
with the ladies.
It's all out
Y'all
of love.
invited us on, and now you're bitching about it. He stole your Skittles. He stole your Skittles.
fine.
Give them back.
It's
Give
fine. No,
Annie back her Skittles.
I had my Skittles.
Wow, damn.
I'm
We're
good.
getting mean tonight.
No,
Yes.
they want me to stop talking.
Ah.
Okay, so we do have Miss
We have-
Afanaki. I don't know how to pronounce her name.
She plays Chandra in the movie. She
Yes.
will be joining us in about 10 minutes. So we have about 10 minutes to kill right now.
What would you guys? There was one thing you got.
What? Mike check.
Royal's got more questions.
I do. And first and
I got
foremost,
the
I would
answers.
like to say this is that I'm glad you guys are being so brutally honest because again, I don't care if I'm in the film, my daughter's in the film, it's big budget, low budget. When we started this channel, we told ourselves we were going to be honest, good, bad,
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
So we will always.
That's the only way to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's the only way to grow.
Yes. So with that being said, let me ask you guys this: was there one? If you could change one thing about the film, what would it be?
Ooh.
Oh, we're already going down to that?
Well, let's hear it.
Let's go.
Okay, so for me, the stereotype of a man that automatically goes and just cheats for no reason. And I'm spoiler alert. Sorry.
Oh no, but she's got a really good point. Absolutely.
Okay,
There was
this
a couple
scene
of
right here,
stereotypes
listen.
that I would change as well.
This scene right here is when they're fighting, and he tells her, "It's not even like that. We weren't even official." Like,
that
bro,
was.
tell her
I
how
have
you
a
really
note.
feel, and
I have
don't
a note.
be
I have a
shady,
note.
don't be sly, and don't be.
Yeah. The literal note that I wrote last night was, "But we weren't even official, bitch. That is how you get slapped." And then he did
Yeah.
get slapped.
We
And
were
I was
official
like, "That's
when my legs came open. Point blank period.
Oh.
He wants that.
Stop.
Go ahead, Mike.
Stop.
I agree with you, ladies. There's no reason
Good.
for a man to have a good woman and just openly start cheating.
Yeah,
But
for no
it's
reason.
so funny how they conveniently forget
What?
that he walked in on
Yeah.
caressing her face.
You-
muscle bound.
He should have
walked
stayed and
but you
watched
walked
the
in and
situation.
you didn't
He
even
should
give a moment.
have confronted his girl. This is the one thing that I would change about the movie was the miscommunication trope that
Exactly.
happens in every single romantic movie. Absolutely not. Give me something better than that.
I
I was
mean-
trying to defend this, buddy.
He's not a perfect arrow, but again,
No.
No.
Ladies, my line, he had turned over his sleep. They were hanging out. They were getting together, and it was him with insecurities. But still, it wasn't like he just started cheating. Y'all gotta give clarity to that.
You lie, because the same night-
He could have actually talked to Chandra, and
Yeah.
he didn't.
He didn't.
He
If
didn't.
he
He
would've
just
stayed
turned around
one
and cheated. Again, the miscommunication trope. We
Yeah.
would change this.
I just can't. I can't
No,
because-
do not ask my boyfriend. Absolutely not.
Yeah, so that
dragged my
that for
boyfriend
me,
into the
yeah,
studio.
That was one scene I didn't care for because
Agreed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Five, awesome on that
Thank
one.
you.
James and Matt, you guys want to help me out here from the men's side of the group?
This is some Hallmark pure
smartly
flick
so,
storytelling. Pure flicks.
Pure flicks.
Everybody else is not near their girlfriends or significant other say something else.
There's no helping because
Don't
it's all
agree
wrong.
with the women. Agree with the
It's
women on
all
this.
wrong.
Agree with us.
You went wrong way.
Let me ask you ladies this. Speaking of the women, what did you think about that waiting to exhale women scene where all ladies were talking about what they go through and wanted the man and things like that?
That's- It's always going to be like that. You're always going to have people talking and hating and trying to put you
Yeah.
down because
Agreed.
people want what they can't have. And if they see something that's good, if they see something
No,
that
I
they
didn't say
like,
people. I said the women.
the women, yes, it's talking like haters.
With no men there, and they were all bashing men. So
They were, because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
Oh, so it's a
We have to have a moment when we talk about all the fuck ups that you guys do.
We
that-
get together when we have a good old fashioned bitch fest. We
Now, you
do
know what the
that.
crazy
The
part
men
about
were
it is?
doing that too.
They weren't speaking lies
I'm gonna let
either.
the world in on a little insight, and there's nothing wrong with it. We're just programming different women. Like they said, they like to bitch about that stuff and all those things. Me and you know what happens when we
You
bitch
lucky-
about stuff? Guess what we say? When our home was like, "What's wrong, man? We got like 4 or 5 words," and usually goes like this.
I've
Man,
had
that bitch
3
tripping.
headaches.
And
Yeah,
that's it.
well,
That's
you're
it.
lucky
That's
we're
it.
not
I've
bitching and
had
tripping on
3
you.
headaches today, and this one is the worst.
You're just lucky we're not tripping on you. We're tripping around the girls, talking and venting. Y'all don't want us venting in y'all's faces.
We could very easily just vent to you guys, but I don't think y'all want that.
No,
Yeah, Royal's
Didn't think
shaking
so.
his head no behind the
I
camera.
didn't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next question. Microphone check. 1 2 1 2.
David and Royal are adjusting. Give them a minute.
Definitely not used to being behind the scenes, huh?
This is fun.
We look cute though.
We do. Look at us.
So since we have Miss LaShawna Bass Dawes that will be coming up in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
Ladies to focus on just the not from the narrative of stereotypes, but the females' performances in the film, because there were two leads, and I've worked with these ladies before, and they are amazing actresses. So I want you to talk about the chemistry between them, and did it seem like they were overacting, or did it seem more natural?
I mean, when it comes to like a talk shit moment, maybe the overacting was a little overacting because I guess that's just they were trying to get in the role. But for me, I thought that was a little bit more of comfortable scene around the women, like the women just talking, like without even being scripted, like because
I believe it was Chandra and Danielle. I believe are the character names. I wrote it in my notes. They, I believe, had pretty decent chemistry, especially when it comes from like a female perspective.
yeah, because she
Because
was
we
really
do talk shit to each other like that. We do. I mean, you and I were talking shit to each other beforehand, before even Royal walked in. So like that's what we do.
yeah, but I think it was more comfortable for that scene for them. Their
Yeah.
chemistry was more comfortable.
I agree.
And what about when they told that line that should not be told, when they talk about the man and the women's their role in the relationship, but then they bring religion and the Bible and the Quran and everything into it. What do you think about when they're sitting around discussing that?
Oh, the Enlightenment session?
Yes, yeah.
You remember that, the Enlightenment night?
I don't. What do you mean when they were all talking?
So this is a session where Kingston and Sean Fredo really start. You okay with that?
I don't know what's going on behind the camera anymore.
There's a scene where Kingston and Chandra really starting to get together before the slap that he's talking about. And again, they're sitting around. He's now meeting her friends, which is a really big sign that the guy's really into the girl and is not just thinking about him as a narcissist and doing it his way. And they're discussing that the man should be the head of the household, and the female will say, "Well, I'm not going to follow a man based off of this just because the Bible said it."
Oh yeah, I remember that
Yeah,
scene. Yes,
the
I remember that.
Enlightenment scene.
So do you guys think that religion should play a part in a relationship, or do you think it should just be open to each's ideas? That's what they were all basically discussing.
I mean, if the relationship is based on religion, if the relationship is based on communication, if the relationship is based on anything, I think that's where I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Because that's hard because I believe that it should be God. I should believe, you know what I mean?
We've got another James comment down here. Everyone in the cast had moments, but they felt so restricted by the writing and directing.
I mean, the
roast
religion part.
continues. The roast continues.
And again, I want to say this again because Shantae Nelson, she is a very good writer. And I'm not saying she's perfect. No one's perfect at what they do. But again, what we're looking at here is, and I'm not saying that you guys are wrong,
Yeah.
but then if there is a director that can override certain things or that may say, just as the actors were restricted, and he helped out with some of the writing, so therefore he had the end all be all. And I'm not blaming him. Again, this is a learning opportunity for everybody.
110%.
That first year actors or actresses or filmmakers
Definitely
build their foundation on. So I think this is a learning tool. But so you guys, I agree with you. It was very restrictive of the acting, but again, this is where the actor learns. Hey, it's okay to go to the director and say, "How about we try it like this time?"
Yeah.
They didn't know that. I didn't say it, so it's a learning.
Yeah,
110%. No, and I think it is a really, really good learning experience. I do think that this is a good film, knowing where everyone came from on this experience.
Yeah.
If I had seen something like this going into film for my first time, I definitely would have understood a little bit more of like the do's and don'ts of film. The memories are popping up on Facebook. I've been in the film industry now for half a decade, and I'm still learning something every single day. I learned a lot from this film from watching it. I thought it was a good film in that aspect. It really was.
I'm glad you say that, Annie. And the reason why I say that again, we filmed.
I'm Emma.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at you. I'm sorry.
I was like, wait a sec, we don't look alike.
Right in front of you. I'm sorry. To Emma's point,
That's funny.
a very good point. This was back in 2012, and me and David discussed this yesterday. Till to this day, I see movies that come out independent-wise that don't have good color grading like this.
Yeah.
The camera technology is different.
Yeah.
And what I learned from that a lot of these people from this staff, they went to Florida State Film School. So they either graduated or it was their senior year, and they were all helping. And I just looked at how things, to Emma's point, it went from idea to script to rewrite to casting everyone. Not just the cast, you need your crew.
Yeah.
And so somehow Voldemort was able to bring everyone together and get it done. And it's just like, it doesn't matter whether it's and I'm not knocking you guys, but anybody out there, it doesn't matter whether it's an A or L. The F should stand for finish. As long as you complete it, you're
yeah,
definitely.
110%.
Yes.
Definitely. Definitely.
Anything to say bad, James?
No.
So,
We did miss a message from James, though.
Was there another comment?
There was that one right there. The
The Enlightenment session seems so out of left field. What did religion have to do with the relationship?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, don't ask me about religion because it's you have to have respect in the household, and the household goes in, period.
Yeah, I'm the wrong person to ask about religion too. I know jack shit.
Yeah, I mean, I
Fair.
Okay, so
you got any more questions for us, Royal?
Yeah.
I can come come up with one. Jay,
Come up with one more goodie.
Give us a good one. Give us a good one. Come on.
Okay, I'll give you a good one here.
All right.
What was your favorite non-corny line from Kingston?
Oh, I just only wrote his corny lines.
You haven't posted for that. Just a post it, right?
I want to say this line, but it would definitely be taken out of context at some point.
I got you. I'll read it for you. Hey, what do we got here?
It was that line.
Oh, I am African American. That's so weak.
Yo,
That was my favorite line of the film, honest to God, just because your delivery of that was just
That's
no,
funny.
it was hilarious because you're
That's
finally
funny.
coming to the realization, you're finally, becoming more cultured and everything like that from Chandra, and you just say that line and I just cracked up. I thought it was brilliant.
The crazy part about when you hear that line, you don't see me say it. You just
Yeah.
No,
hear it.
you're just
hear it.
hearing you.
Oh, that's what I
Yeah.
wanna know. What you guys think about the notebook writing? Because that was I'll tell you quick story. We didn't have that originally. Well, that was done once we screened it. A test audience said it's kind of hard to follow, so we reshot those 6 months later. So what do you guys
Okay.
think?
I loved those.
Okay.
I actually loved those because I write poetry and all that kind of stuff. But for me, that resonated with me because that's something that I would do. And then also knowing you, I'm like, that's something he would do. That made me connect more, but just because I knew him. You know what I mean? But even if I didn't know him, I still would have liked that because I connect to writing and I connect to writing my feelings, any feelings.
Yeah.
And I love that knowledge, that last little umph.
One of the first notes that I actually wrote is that I think this would have worked really well as a play as well, just because you had all of those inner monologues going on. And I could definitely see them like as a play being delivered straight out to an audience.
Not a roast, a general question. Whose idea was it to have the internal narration? Because that for me, that drew me. That was a little bit too much.
I'll answer that, but I want to tail in on what Emma just said as far as working better as a play. Emma's taught me something from her segment is that whether it's a book or a play, generally they go into more detail and more depth. Now, if you were maybe you had some more of the backstory of what was going on from here to there, you can do that in a play. Can't do it in the film, or you can if you. But so, you know what I'm saying. But to answer the question, James, I believe the director was going more so of a Morgan Freeman feel. He wanted to go Shawshank Redemption and have the narration throughout. And to be honest with you, I didn't mind because it was my voice. But I'll be honest with you, I had a good voice back then, but it wasn't refined. It hadn't curtailed my craft.
Yeah,
use it the way I needed. Somebody, if there was a professionally voice trained person there, they would have been like, "Hey, you don't have to always do it this way. Try it this way." But we were trying to get it done, and again.
But
the learning aspect.
The voice though. The voice, I love your voice is very, very soothing at times when you're talking. You know what I mean? And I can, but it was just a little too like scripted.
Okay, truthfully, their time. Did either one of you believe that the guy that was playing Kingston actually would be able to land a female that fast as he did in the beginning of the movie? Back then, because he's not that guy anymore.
Repeat that question.
At the beginning, Kingston has courted with a Spanish female. And it's like 10 minutes into the film. So once that happens here, I don't know, was that believable? Where y'all are already like, this guy's not that big of a play. He can't just be having random.
I mean,
I'm still stuck on coitus. I've
been to some clubs and I've seen some men of some standards, go home with some people of other standards.
It's weird, because I've seen some women of certain standards go home with certain men of certain. Like, you are really on the edge today, aren't you?
Yeah.
Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world?
We run the world. We run the world. No, but seriously, I could see him drunkenly pulling a chick like that. But I mean, but then again, Kingston, that's how he was. Kingston was a player. Kingston was like, he didn't give a crap. He didn't give a shit. You know what I mean? If he got the girl, if he didn't get the girl, because there's going to be another one. Right?
James has a comment.
Only because of the fact that I will say this is that Kingston, at first I didn't like him. Oh, what's this?
Those are the most uncomfortable sexy stuff.
What'd you do to James?
Oh my God. Okay, so
are we gonna talk about this?
Okay, so listen. I'm in the zone, bitch. You better hold me one fucking time. Hold me, okay? You were just inside me. You're gonna hold me.
I hate to do this, but
fuck you in your zone.
That may be a little bit more true. It was cold world back then.
I'm sorry. I would have put my clothes on and been like, boo. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't even worth it.
No.
That's what I would have said.
Royal's still defending it.
on the side of my bed when no girl ever stayed. House and Doctor was a game we used to play, but now it's real, Jack. So if you ain't worth staying on the side of the bed and get your ass up, we had a good time. Get your ass to work.
That does not. No, the sex scenes were still very uncomfortable to watch.
It was.
They were uncomfortable.
It was a little uncomfortable. It was a little uncomfortable.
I
bet he did.
I didn't say that. All
he said.
The reason why it took me and David so long to become best friends was because he told me he was a filmmaker. I'm like, bro, I work with the best. And what I meant by that was somebody that cast me to kiss 6 females.
Why didn't you?
Film. I was like, I'm either coming home with the Oscar or Mama. Didn't get either. Don't worry about it. But with that being said, why didn't you have your shirt off? Well,
yeah, why didn't you have your shirt off in the first one? Because why was the shirt
I've seen
still
you dip
on?
so many times already.
For two
not
reasons.
like that.
One,
But.
I wasn't where I needed to be. And number two, we knew the film was going to go to film festivals and things like that, and we want to keep a certain rating. So that's what the raw
gotcha.
on. And and at that time, I couldn't control him.
No, okay.
Still can't.
I was wondering.
Still uncomfortable.
Thank you, James. Because I wasn't gonna be able to pull these out. I was gonna not be able to pull these out of my ass. But you helped me, James. You helped me. Thank you.
I love how comfortable you're getting.
I'm getting comfortable.
You
because
are. I'm very
we're
proud
being
of you. She was
honest.
so stressed about this.
We're talking about
We're gonna keep cutting
Listen.
Royal off.
Listen. With that being said, when we did that scene, I want to, because I know certain actresses or actors may want to know what happens when you're doing these sex scenes.
Yeah, was it?
I'll be honest with you.
It's
the director
scary.
was severely professional. And I'm all just saying, he was very professional. What we did was called a closed set. It's like 4 people there. Me and her, 2 other people. Nobody else can be there.
You have to have a close set with those kind of situations. Absolutely, 110%.
But a lot of movies they don't, and they make them so uncomfortable.
It's
like
horrendously uncomfortable. That is why we're having the rise of the intimacy directors, and that is something that, especially here in Jacksonville where we are, I think that's something that we definitely need to encourage a lot more if we're to have these scenes in films here. We have to have intimacy directors.
Yes,
we have to make sure that the actors are comfortable. That's a big thing
James
for me.
wants you guys to know you guys are killing it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate that.
And again, to that scene, as far as those sex scenes and things of that nature, I do want you guys to know this. And you have to be respectful of the actor, and he was very respectful of her, because I guess after seeing the dailies from the first day, when I got my tongue down her esophagus, the boyfriend was like, maybe I need to come to set. You should. And when we shot that scene, we were able to use body doubles to come in that day, because she.
I was wondering.
Yeah, you knew that wasn't my ass. So it's a scene where she's kissing on the chest. That's not her lips. That's not my body. We brought in a professional. What do you call it? Intense. What you call
intimacy director?
Intimacy actors. We brought in some intimacy actors.
Okay.
And they kind of did that.
All right.
Okay.
That's cool.
I mean,
That's really awesome.
That's
No,
good.
that's great. Dead air.
Okay. So
Let's skip ahead.
Yeah.
Shall we skip ahead a little bit?
we discussed the favorite scenes already.
Yep.
Favorite quotes.
We got to stick to the script. Durden is making us stick to the script.
Yeah,
If not, it'll
we
cause
can't.
anarchy.
The director that you had.
Stick to the script. Don't improvise.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, definitely don't improvise like every episode of Everywhere we've ever shot. Definitely
We
not.
can be asking you some of the questions that we were going to ask her.
Yeah.
No. What's your favorite scene of the movie?
Yeah, Royal, what's your favorite
What
scene?
favorite scene did you have? You shut me down. See, the first time I got a question, you shut me down.
My goodness.
You ladies have anything coming up on your end?
Y'all getting in this picture. Hey, my guys. Hey.
What?
He does this so fast.
He's going
On
to
live,
be here
too,
just
so-
doing this.
So, Emma,
So, Annie.
I would like you to make me a dress.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to need a couple of months. Unfortunately, I'm a little busy,
I
but
know, with
yeah.
your monthly ones. But yes,
I've got my monthly ones. I've got a play that I'm working on right now. I've got a
Right.
film that I'm working on right now. I have life that's just getting in the way of
Like,
everything.
I was even talking to myself. I was like, she can even do like my wedding dress. Like, you can do wedding dresses.
I do.
Do you-
I can and I
you
do.
can-
Hey, Royal's here
Hey,
now.
Royal.
Hello.
Hi, bud.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Happy Valentine's Day out there.
Happy
Happy
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day.
And if you just got divorced, don't you love you're not with them anymore? Just love. Happy love day.
Happy Love Day, everybody.
I did a musical called Company a couple years back, and It's a very, very good show. If you ever get the chance to see it, it's actually coming on tour to Orlando. The recent Broadway revival where they actually gender swapped the lead. But the lead is Bobby. Bobby's turning 35 and he's surrounded by all of his married friends, for better or for worse. His married friends, some of them are getting a divorce, some of them are opening up and becoming a throuple, stuff like that. But I did it a couple years back, and there's one photo I have of our lead that I post every single year just because I think it's a funny photo. And that's it. That's the story I've got. That's what I'm doing to fill the air.
Triple threat. You can act, sing.
Oh, I don't sing.
You don't sing.
I don't sing.
I don't
I
sing.
think she doesn't sing well. She does sing. She doesn't sing well. I mean, neither do I.
I've had singing lessons.
Yeah,
it does not mean
I
they've
don't sing
taken
either.
hold. Absolutely not.
I
can
used to
dance
sing.
though. I can dance.
I used to sing. Huh, David? I used to sound exactly like Jackie Velasquez. Yes.
Okay. All
I used to
right.
sing in church all the time.
What are you doing? You
You're
have
MacGyver,
duct
baby.
tape.
What are you building?
Oh my
It's
god.
going limp.
We've got duct tape going on right here. My
Tonight was
goodness.
My night off, but I'm here. I'm happy to be here with the ladies. The ladies are killing it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm so
Maybe we're
nervous.
supposed to have you guys cash up sitting up there so the guys can tip you a little bit. It's okay.
And yet we still don't have that.
It's okay. Guys, if you didn't know, the movie is available, as they said, on Tubi and Amazon
Oh,
Prime
yes.
right now.
Yeah.
Tubi and Amazon Prime.
For like $3.
Yeah.
$3.99, $4.99.
And
Yeah.
Chappelle, Dave Chappelle, none of that money goes to me, but watch this one. Go
Yeah.
watch it.
No, but like considering that a lot of movies are going for like $20 nowadays to rent, to even just rent them and stuff like that.
It's crazy.
$3 and you get a good film. I'd do
Well,
it.
you get a film. Well, I'll say that.
No, I would say, especially for those of you who want to be in the film industry, this is definitely a good film to watch.
Oh,
It's definitely a good starter film. I would watch it.
You did watch it.
I did
it's
watch
scary.
it. Yes.
Like,
I would watch it. I did watch it. I
You
would
watched
watch it again.
I would.
Yeah.
I watched it again last night. But I'll tell you guys about it once. Yes, he's building something back there.
It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh.
That's what you
It is an improvised boom mic, and this is incredible.
It is.
I
Whoa.
wish you would have had an action cam so they could saw you build this.
Oh my god, I'm about ready to just film it.
It's going down.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you have Annie and I, and we have
Oh,
a
it's not
script and we
anarchy.
don't care.
She already called it way
That's
before.
what I saw.
Anarchy.
Oh.
Total anarchy. Off the
Anarchy.
script and everything.
Anarchy.
I'm fine. I'm with it.
You just reminded me of
Oh,
Oh,
when you
right
did,
into the camera shot it goes.
Oh yeah.
you're going to have to hold it, bro.
No, I can't do that.
Why?
Oh,
You can hold it.
I guess I can.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh
Yes,
my
I
god.
can.
Oh,
What do we got? Okay, here we go. I'm
Put it
ready.
between your legs. Just let it stand like this. Or between your legs.
that no.
Damon, like this.
You good, you're lying.
Damon, hold it like that.
Take it away, ladies. It's in the camera shot. There you go.
There we are.
Now, hold,
In the camera shot.
It's gonna be sometimes
hold it down to the ground. David.
There we go. Yay.
Like that.
Got me.
No, down to the
Oh.
ground.
Right in the
Oh, no,
middle.
that is cool. That is cool. That is cool. I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Is that gonna rest on the table?
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, it will. All
that'll work.
right, cool. We're good.
I'll just balance it with my
All
hand
right,
a little
yeah,
bit.
he's gonna
Okay,
rotate.
you got
He's
it?
gonna rotate. Here we
All
go.
right, fantastic. There we go. James asked,
Now
how
you
are
can
y'all's
really ask-
Valentine's
Now
Day?
I'm really talking to Royal and asking these questions. And that's that scene. Like, how did you feel when you played a scene of such like audacity of a man to treat a woman the way that he did? How did you feel as an actor, as a man? Did it just like
I didn't feel anything. It's my job. The
what do you didn't feel anything? You're a jerk.
What am I supposed to feel? It's your job to feel something. I'm the actor. I gotta make the.
You're gonna make me feel something. Well, you
Listen,
made me
the
feel
moment I
something.
feel
You made me
something-
feel some sort of way with the way you treated
The
her
moment I feel
because
something going into a role, then I'm not gonna be good for it. You know. And again, that's with any role. So I just didn't feel anything.
you played that role good because I felt it and I didn't like it.
Well, it's the first time I've heard a female say that.
No comment. James posted a comment. Let's pull up the comment. Shall we pull up the comment? Let's pull up the comment because he asked, "How are our Valentine's days going?
Oh,
How's your Valentine's Day going?"
it's going great. How's it going for you?
That's it. Just
Yeah.
it's going great.
Great.
Great. Royal, how's yours
here.
going?
I'm here
I
with
did
my
have to go to
guys.
my
It's
fake
going
job this
great.
morning.
Okay.
I had to get a new water pump. I had to
Always
get
fun.
antibiotics because my tooth just all of a sudden started to hurt today.
There we go, right there.
Valentine's Day, but other than that, it's been good. You ladies are out here tonight. You're doing a hell of a job. So I love that we can trust you to do what you do.
Thanks, Royal.
Thank you, Royal.
Do you have anything? Nothing?
I take back what I said.
When? Which one? So what?
I'm just having a great day. I have an amazing day because you made me feel amazing just right now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks, Royal.
Thank you.
Gonna make it
Cheers.
better, Annie.
Why you gonna make my day better? It's not
I
nice.
love it.
We're chaos here.
It's not
We're
nice.
efforting my colleague. She's there. She's somewhere. She'll be here. I won't doubt her. I mean, I haven't talked to her in
He's
10 years.
coming.
I haven't talked to her in like 10 years. I divorced me too,
Yeah?
The question should apply to you too.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Because
Just kind of
Okay, go for it.
want some of the questions?
Yeah, let's start with the questions. Why
so,
don't we?
like for you, how was it like working with a first-time director?
Well,
I mean, like, I think we already hit this a couple
no, you
times.
didn't.
I don't think we
You
did.
didn't.
No.
No, you didn't. Because he wasn't a first time director. Me and him had worked together before. He attended UNF here in Jacksonville, Florida, and he got into film because of me. What happened was I was telling him about me being an actor and things of that nature. I was going to audition for this film, Lonely Hearts, that was shot here in Jacksonville. And he was so excited about it, and that he really changed or added it to his major. He graduates UNF, then goes to FSU. But prior to graduating UNF, he had a senior project they do for film. And he asked me to do it, and I pretty much told him no a bunch of times because of the fact that he wanted me to play I could just call it a wapist. So if you say certain words, you get demonetized. So I'm saying certain words now. Wapist with an R. So he wanted me to play that, but to talk about the category.
And he still doesn't get it.
No.
What?
I'm not gonna say it.
I don't. Anyway, he wanted me to
He's gonna keep going.
Waitress
Right.
with a-
No, wapist with an R.
A rapist.
So our next episode, we'll try to get monetized again. Well, yeah, he wanted me to play a rapist.
Oh, you weren't supposed to say it?
No, because we're gonna get demonetized.
I don't know what that means.
Oh.
Well, all right. So with that being said, guys, this will be another lesson to have pre-production meetings. But anyway, no, seriously.
Please, what are you talking to?
He wanted me to play this vile character, and I had a real problem with it. But I did do it. He got an A on the project. So
You did play the character though?
I did play it. I had
And you did what you were supposed to do?
No, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I told him you're just gonna have to cut certain stuff out. And like, there was
Okay.
no
Okay,
actual
that's
that
fair.
Cool.
happened.
That's fair.
I'm not doing that
Yeah.
stuff. I'm
That's
not
fair.
playing that. I'm not putting on the dress, and I'm not burning down a house. I'm not burning down.
You wouldn't do it to Wong Fu?
I would have been there on set. I'll just be honest with you. I'm not comfortable putting on the dress. I'm cool with other people putting on the dress. I don't knock anybody. But
Okay.
the moment you don't have limits, you'll do anything. The world's different. I'll allow people.
I
Money.
am gonna design you a dress.
You can design it.
That-
I'll look at it.
Okay, fine.
It's gonna be my
I'll even
dress,
allow you
but
to
he's gonna
Photoshop
wear
me
it.
into it. I just want to
Okay.
step into it. And I'll tell people this is the hottest man dress ever that I've never worn, but it's hot.
Okay,
Hands
fine.
are so hot right now.
Oh my
What
God.
else is next?
Okay,
So we have
so
before this.
You got this, Annie.
let's
You got
see.
this.
oh, here we go. This I want to wait for her for that one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do this one. What was the most challenging aspect of the production for you?
Not being allowed to put my input in on things that I thought should have been changed. And sometimes that can be good because sometimes it can be bad because
Yeah.
who am I to tell him who has went to Florida State Film School, a very prestigious film school? I'm not being funny. And the things you learn, who am I to tell him what he knows?
Yeah.
But just because you go
Yeah.
to school for something doesn't mean you know everything.
Yeah.
There's book smarts and then there's street smarts. Well, in this aspect, I wasn't set smart as far as knowing what happens on set, but as far as the acting, the emotions, how they evoke the emotions, no, you can't tell me anything because I've been doing it since I was 3-4 years old. I love it. I'm going to give my heart, soul to it. So that was the most challenging part, knowing something could be done here. But what I had to learn was, okay, if he's just not going to take my suggestion, maybe I'll reword this. I am an actor. I know how to play with words. I'll have somebody else come say it who he does want to listen to. Or I'll say, you know what, man, you remember you was talking about getting this? He's like, I did say that. No, you didn't. But now we have.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But
All
maybe
right.
that's
Gotcha.
it.
James says, not sure this was brought up yet, but what was the budget for the movie?
$10,000, and this is back in 2012.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Raised by two people, the writer and the director.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Mhm.
No, that's impressive. That
It
really
is.
is.
With $10,000, but remember, we have two cameramen coming in who have their own cameras. We have.
You had some good shots and some good places.
Oh yeah, no, the cinematography.
Yeah.
I love the cinematography.
It was.
Yeah.
Where was it shot?
In
Here,
Tallahassee, Florida.
Tallahassee. Because I was about to
Wasn't
say that was
Steve-
not Jacksonville.
Not at all.
No.
You want to look at Stephen Gray and Stephen Griffin. They're both on Facebook. I still keep in touch with one of them. The other one's still doing films and stuff. And they really, when I wasn't on set, taught me. I would ask them, why are we framing it this way? Why can't we do this? What's this? And I learned those things. And the more you learn, you have an appreciation for what other people do. So now I know Stephen's pointing the camera this way. He doesn't have to wait to tell the director 5 minutes later, have Torian look right here. Oh, I already know. He told me when he did this. That means that. Now it's a road.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Was it hard to cry on the spot?
Yeah, it was. Because most of my life I've been treated as a comedic actor or just somebody there. So I knew I could always be a drama actor, but it was hard to cry on the spot. And then you don't want to look forced, but then I'm not going to say what the secret was. I tried the emotional route.
Yeah.
I was like, my child's mother's not together anymore. That's not working. Let's try all these things. And I really isolated myself in the bathroom. I've never told the story. I went upstairs and like, oh shit, the cry scene coming. I went in the bathroom. I sat there for like 30 minutes. I'm trying to think of the most saddest shit ever. But I mean, when Dirty Godfrey's your friend, I mean, dark stuff doesn't really make you mad. You just laugh at it. So what I had to do was I had to figure out what I could use. And I'm not going to say what I use, but I will say this. And this is where it comes to being a good coworker. It was a lady. Remember the older lady in the scene, Chandre's mother?
Yes.
She gave me a tip off scene. And I was like, I don't know if that's going to work. I tried what she said. And it was, after that, it was amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to know that tip, I won't be telling you. Because you still have to know how to act. Just because you're crying doesn't mean it looks good.
Yeah, 110%. I agree with that.
110%.
It's hard to cry on the spot.
What is your favorite memory from the production?
Watching the Oscars with everyone. We were filming and the Oscars were happening, and they were like, "Why are you not watching?" I was like, "I'll watch it until I win it." You know what I'm saying? And I was outside, I was smoking with some of the other cast, and some smoking, some didn't. I remember one of the cinematographers saying, "I'd be like, you want to hit it?" He was like, "Nah, man, it slows me down. I gotta stay focused." And I'm just so happy to see people like that know their limits. Some people can't do it. And I just looked around. I'm like, man, it'd be dope if one of us won an Oscar one day. And then I thought about it as I got older. It would be dope if we all just won awards because we did win.
You guys did.
To
the San Diego Film Festival.
We did that 5 or 6 years later, and we swept the awards. We won Best Director, Best Lead Actress, Best Lead Actor. And you know what? That was my favorite memory from the overall.
Okay.
Thing. Oh, wow.
There it is.
Hey!
I wanted to ask that question when she was here.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask that question when she was here. Okay.
All right.
We do our research. We do our research here at TTFT.
Why?
I've been slamming Patron for like 3 hours.
You had a hungover.
Who's in the photo?
Our far left is Fat Thor. Right next to him is the director. That is Adewale Bajiri, aka Voldemort. Next to him is my beautiful co-lead. Looks like she's auditioning for Wakanda. Love her.
Yes.
That is at the time LaShonda Betts Bowser, and to the right is the actual main writer of the Shanti Nelson, and she's amazing as well.
Okay, awesome.
No, congratulations.
So proud of you, Royal. That's really hard, though.
So any film festival, getting into any film festival is
Yes.
beyond fucking hard.
It is hard.
Beyond fucking hard. Yep, that's what happens.
It comes with knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I'm so proud of you for doing that. And you also, I went to Montreal, Canada, and
I did.
And you guys are with your film, the Arctic Girl, or
Artifice Girl.
Artifice Girl.
Yeah, no, that's.
Look at you doing your research.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You're not the only one that does deep dives.
Yeah, bringing her up a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and say that I don't think that your co-star is going to be naked.
Oh no!
I think we got a Robert Redford situation. It's transpired.
She's in Utah.
She forgot.
She's not.
Bob's in Utah.
Oh, it's okay though, because this was going to happen.
There's going to be no shade like that dance scene. Speak on that, Royal, because I wanted to plug her thing, and that was shot there, right?
Okay. Oh, that's her charity that she works for, right?
Yes. Now I'll say this: even if she can't,
You did your research. I'm so proud of you.
Right here, the Daughters of Boab.
I will say this again. LaShonda Betts Bowser at the time, she is an amazing actress, and again, you want somebody on set, iron sharpens iron. You want to be happy for people, and again, I can't say nothing but wonderful things about her. And again, she was the one when we went to San Diego. She won the first award. That was the first award that they named. It was like Best Actress. And we hadn't won any other award yet. And I just remember being so immensely happy for her because even if no one else won, she represented all the work we did in the film. So it was just crazy. So to the dancing you were speaking about, again, we basically had maybe 2 days of prep, and it wasn't like all day dancing. It was just kind of like me and her never even rehearsed together dancing. It was me and the cinematographer's girlfriend. So I pretty much had to take the lead, do certain things. And again, you're asking almost impossible things here. You're asking, I've never salsaed in my life. She never salsa. You know, I've never danced. I'm an actor. This is not plays or Broadway, even though I love Broadway. So it's very challenging. But to see that end result, I think it's a combination of three things: the choreography, the patience, and the editing.
Okay.
Fair.
You have to have rhythm.
Well, you know.
No, that scene was probably one of my favorites. I think you guys both did a really, really
I have
good.
on my reel from years ago because it shows that I can do different things and I have range.
Yeah,
which is very important to me because prior to then I've only been seen in comedies, and you know I'm not a clown.
No, you're not. No. All right, James says, was there any difference between working on this film on working on Kill? Is that I'm gonna kill somebody this Friday?
Yeah. Big difference. Number one, I was one of the producers, make sure I wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
You
produced
without,
right.
Not being in control of things. I was a part of the rewrite team.
Yeah.
That was different. And of course, my daughter was in it. So
Yeah.
we're talking about all these different elements. I'm responsible for her as a father, as her acting coach.
I'm excited to see the new one coming up.
Yeah,
the
me too.
extras and things of that nature. And she's in Kill, so that's what we're talking about. And again, so it was different. But James, I think more specifically what you're talking about is one was shot in 2012. The other one was shot about 3 to 4 years ago. And I will tell you the difference is now I didn't let that first film, because I agree with some of the things that you and the ladies have been saying about what could have been better.
Mm-hmm.
I take that knowledge out years later and I apply it.
That's awesome.
And the result changes.
Yeah.
You grow. You grow from you grow from mistakes.
What you never do is take a step back from the knowledge. Now you can get lazy and do certain things. That's everybody, but you got to continue to grow and have people around you that hold you accountable. And now I went from no one saying anything on set if they saw something wrong in 2012 to everyone say, hey, look at this, look at this. We were more because we had a table read. We talked to the actors and everybody's the same from craft services to the lead actor.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
110%. You learn something new on every single set that you go to. Every single set that you go to, you continue to grow and you continue to get better as a filmmaker, regardless of whether you're on screen or off screen.
And I think maybe you can speak this. People, I call it essay. They call it sit around time, and there's no such thing as sit around time. When you're on set, if you're not acting, you could be learning.
Yeah, I agree. 110%.
Definitely.
Dave, you got any questions back there?
No, I think there's some questions.
There's a couple that don't apply necessarily to Royal.
Okay, so it doesn't apply to you. Can you tell us about how you got this role?
I can definitely tell you. I'm glad you brought it up. My car really would appreciate it. I was offered the role without even reading for the audition or anything.
Really?
Me and him and the thing I did for him.
Because he knew you would play this character. This is you.
Yeah, he actually didn't know me, so he was like, I guess he was like, you can play this so good, and I told him no. I told him no. I said, I'm not. I was like, bro, I love the craft so much, and you're not going to give me a role. You let everybody else audition. I'll audition like everybody else. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I'll still try to support y'all.
Good for you.
I don't want no favors. Hell out of here. So when that happened, I went down to the audition, and I didn't make the audition. I blew my engine 30 miles from Tallahassee. I was getting ready to roll the blunt, and a state trooper was pulling right by me. I was like, I'm either going to go to jail and do the audition and not be high, or I'm just going to have to pay for a new engine. So thank God he just kept going. And so with that being said, no, I had to wind up. I didn't get the audition in front of the judges or everybody. He had like some freaking 1995 Radio Shack camera. I got to his house eventually. Did the interview there. Horrible lighting, horrible sound. A week later, I had the part.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. For people who haven't seen Then There Was You, how do you describe it to people? And how can you describe your character?
I mean, I think we've described your character a lot, but I want to hear it from your mouth.
Yeah.
Kingston is a man. He's a womanizer when you first meet him in the film. And he's all about quantity over quality. You know, he's not a bad person. He's just a bad man as far as when it comes to womanizing. I'm sorry, I thought we were talking about me.
Keep on.
And so Kingston, he's all over the place at the beginning. He'll hit anything moving at this point. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not. Listen, he ain't getting no low hanging fruit. Now, you at least see the ladies in the film are at least getting better as we go along. So, she was what was that word you used again? Intimate actress. That was the most intimate actress on set. You want to read my book? There Wasn't You, available on Amazon Prime right now. Not really, but whatever.
Shut up, you stupid.
But no, she really was the most intimate. And here's the thing, like, out of all the women I was on set with, let's just say I had to control my mind a little bit more with her because of her. She's just good at what she does.
Okay. She allowed you to get
it.
Okay.
All right.
Next
Rock up.
I'm getting kicked.
Well, yep.
All right.
And I'm getting, and my phone's vibrating. Oh, motherfucker.
That's not his foot. Yeah, right. Happy Valentine's
You
Day.
wish, lover.
And I think we've talked
Did
about a
that
lot
one,
of this.
did that.
You know what? Let's go ahead and talk about this one.
Yeah.
It has been a long time coming, but Then There Was You is now widely available on streamers like Prime and Tubi, which had that horrible Super Bowl commercial where everybody thought that they stomped on the remote. What has that been like, and what kind of feedback have you been getting from people who are finally getting to see it for the first time?
Yeah.
I'll say this, and I don't want you guys to feel bad. Like, we generally do not get any bad feedback, but here's the thing.
Okay.
That's not true. Every film, if you think your film has no bad feedback, then you're delusional.
You're delusional.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's
Absolutely.
not bad.
That's-
It's just. It's,
I had someone go through second by second on New Wings, which is 20 minutes long. I had someone go through second by second by second and critique it in the comment section. Second by second, they did that. Please continue.
No, that's fine. So,
tell me how you really feel.
No. Again, just to make sure I'm clear. What was the last part? That I want to make sure I'm answering this correctly. As far as the, what was it like? I'll tell you guys, it was it's a long journey, and and I'll tell you guys, I'll just be completely candid and honest with you guys. I started this journey, and I was like, you know what? Me and my partner at the time that we were doing music together, my music partner, we were doing it, and I was headed in that direction. I was like, this is going to happen. I know it is. Whatever, we're going to show everybody, and then for reasons here nor there, it didn't happen. But I was like, okay, I'll get back to my roots. I'll get back into my acting, and I was like, I'm gonna come save this film. And I'm gonna just step right into this, and it's gonna be the best thing ever. And that couldn't have been furthest from the truth. I get there, and I was humbled, which is hard to do, but I was humbled, and I got back into it. So I'm invested. I'm overly invested. I'm like, oh man, we finna do this. This is a team. This is a family. And then we finish it, and I'm just like, yeah. And then 5 years go by like a snap. Thanos, nothing, zero.
Nothing.
It was off the face of the earth, nothing. People calling me, asking me what's going on. I'm like, call him, call this. And eventually I was just like, I'm not gonna wait around. He'll eventually show up. And eventually it did show up in San Diego, and we swept the awards. And now we're like, this is it. Finally, patience has paid off. Yeah, dead.
You got the awards for
we got
what was it for best film, best director, and then both you and Chandra got for best actor and best actress.
And I'll tell you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, that is one of the top 5 moments of my life. And I'm not saying this for me, but
definitely.
all of us, because I'll speak specifically to when my category. I was going up against a guy named Bill Duke. And if you know anything about film, Bill Duke is one of the, he's been in for 40, 50 years. He plays Dutch, not Dutch, he plays in Predator. He plays, he's a bald-headed black guy, excellent actor. He's been doing this for years. And I'm like, I can go home right now. I'm in a category with this guy. I've been watching this guy since I was 5 years old. This is a cool ass moment. I'll leave. I know I'm not going to win now because he's there. He's there. So I can say I lost to Bill Duke. And then they don't call Bill's name. They call Tarian Royal's name, and I fucking lose it, man. And I'm just like, I lose it for about 10 seconds. And then I realized I had a responsibility. I get to the stage, I give my speech. I thank my dad, my mom, my daughter.
God first?
Huh?
God first?
Wait, the devil
daughter first? Jalen first?
I came out with the devil first because the devil's the one who tried to get me to stop.
Shut your ass up. You think the devil first?
I definitely think the devil first, and I'll tell you why. Because he tried to get me to stop at each and every turn. He tried to tell me.
But you get things to the devil first in your speech?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're going into the background going like this.
Yeah, you got to things ways do. So I thank him because without that,
you wouldn't push forward and achieve that.
Push forward. I wouldn't thank him because he didn't win. He was so overly barren to tell me it was going to not happen at every stage. That was too overly barren. And I said, no, you're not going to do it. Then, of course, I thank my faith because, again, you have to have faith to believe in something to get there. But my faith is rooted in my mother, my father, the people who helped raise me. And I told them, I said, listen, guys, I don't know why. I'm talking to the audience. I don't know why you do this, but I fucking love acting. I would die for it. And if all my bills were paid, this is what I do for the rest of my life. So maybe nobody ever hears about this award, but I want you guys to know we have a responsibility because just like painters and just like authors, we tell people's story and we emit emotion and we can change somebody's life. And the moment you don't take that responsible, you've lost it. So that's
that's awesome.
Wow.
Awesome, Royal. If you had one little thing that you can change, in one of this, if you had one thing you can change, what would it be?
I would change the marketing perspective. Once we're done, a lot of people when they do a film, they want to know what's next. We didn't know. They had blown their budget. I was like, well, y'all do y'all. I'm just actor. we didn't have an avenue. We didn't know what to do. We had so much work went into pre-production and the production that there was no thought about what do we do once we finish post. We spent all our money, most of their money going to these festivals we didn't get accepted into because remember, these festivals trying to sell a film. If they don't know any of these people, well, we didn't make excuses. So what I would have changed was I wish we could have really sat down and got the film out to a wider net because people would have saw that these people came together and they made this really good film. I watched it last night again with David, and I got chill bumps not seeing me. I'm like, man, me and that guy spent months together riding around. Oh, he told me about this. I told him about that. We exchanged pictures. It's like those are the memories you can never get back, and those people deserve to win.
Yeah,
110%.
So the journey is we finally got there, and I'm like, damn, I want more people to see this because these people need to be working.
Yeah,
All
agreed. If
right.
you could give yourself in 2012 working on this movie one piece of advice, what would it be?
Good question, James.
Look in the mirror and realize you're not the best thing since sliced bread. It takes talent. It's not shit. Work ethic will always trump talent.
Did you?
That's good advice for today.
Why?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you feel you were doing? Did you feel like you were? How did you feel like you achieved this role? How do you feel that you played this role?
I feel like this is the first question you guys asked me. I feel like for the first 25% of the film, I was not half-assed it. I just wasn't there yet. The game was moving too fast. Man. I was trying to catch back up.
Yeah.
And I don't care how great you are. When you've not been on set and now you're there, you got people been doing this shit month after month after month after month.
Yeah.
That's just not me looking at her like that. That's me trying to remember, make sure I got my lines, make sure I'm hitting my beats. I'm like, it's all coming back to me now, the framing. And so I just really wish that I would have come more prepared, and it's just not. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not that I didn't appreciate what they were doing. I just kind of thought that's another film. I've done them. I got them. Like, oh shit, these are real cameras.
Yeah,
there's lights moving.
Yeah,
they're saying go back to one. Oh shit,
what the fuck? Yeah, 110%.
Yes.
Agreed.
And then I had to I told David, you guys don't know this. I told this last night. When me and her kissed in the movie, the first time in the movie, that's actually our first day meeting.
Oh wow!
I'm in Tallahassee. They're like, you guys are right here, and we're going right to the kiss scene. I'm looking at her. She's looking at me like, is he going to do it? I'm like, are you going to slap me? And we kiss.
Really? How many takes?
3 or 4 takes, and all of them 15, 16 seconds. And I'm like, your boyfriend better come to set. I can't set shit.
Wow.
So she had a boyfriend on set?
Mm-hmm.
No.
She had a boyfriend that came to set, but then that's the one time I told the director, like, listen, dude, I got a rule. You can't allow other people that's not supposed to be there or there.
Gotta be a close set. Gotta be a close set.
He's not going to be able to control his emotions.
Gotta be a close set with that kind of shit. Absolutely.
So. As you bring your boyfriend to set, but we're not doing anything crazy.
Okay, listen. Damn. Okay. Wow, Royal. See what side you're on. Holy shit.
Thank you. Well, briefly, do we want to briefly sum it up?
Yeah, y'all sum it up. I want to know.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all have been more on my side since I came on. I'm gonna stay sitting over here.
We've been on your side the whole time.
You've been on the side of truth, and I appreciate it.
Exactly.
True. Yes, honesty is the best policy, I was told.
And honestly, you were good in this movie.
You were.
We could tell from a little bit that you weren't comfortable, but then you started to become more comfortable as the movie went on.
That scene right there, that was the one time I didn't ask the director any fucking thing. I went to her, I said, I want you to really fucking slap me. Because
really?
I knew if she slapped me, it would emote the emotions. But I went to the cinematographer. Nobody told the director. I went to the cinematographer, like, get this shit. We got one fucking time.
One day.
And she gave me that slap where you heard AT&T and you were like, I'm like, slap me. But I told her to, so I calmed down. And it was exactly what we needed because you see me take a pause. Like, she really did. I think she's gonna do the shit.
Yeah.
It made the scene.
Yeah. That scene really got to me because I wanted you to tell her how you felt. If that, you know what I mean?
That in my mind.
In your mind, yeah, but it was
not
too
for
late.
Real, and it was sad.
I'm always a scene stealer.
Yeah, you guys did spoiler alert.
I give, you know me. I always give too many. I'm Tori.
Annie, spoiler alert. Oh, what was that? Is that Chad? Hey, Chad.
Hey, Chad.
Yeah.
I hear Annie is really good in Bloody Freaking Mary.
Listen, I played.
No,
right?
we're not doing that, Chad.
So I did like a little bit of scene in this new Duval movie called Bloody Freaking Mary. And making in Duval movie, whatever. Anyway, I play a little scene in the beginning where I'm like talking to myself, making a TikTok, and I'm telling the people that I'm gonna do this Bloody Mary scene, and I don't think it's real. It's not gonna work. And I get in the room and Bloody Mary in it, and next thing you know, fucking Bloody Mary kills me. And then the beginning of the movie starts.
Nice.
I know.
That's awesome.
And we did it.
Now he has to re-edit it.
Yo no comprende mucho gusto.
That's how I felt.
You can't hear it, but you can still hear it.
That's how I
You can
fucking
hear
felt.
it. You
I
can hear it.
seriously-
You don't need
No, listen,
headphones. You can
because-
hear it.
He told me, okay, now say the same line again. What? I know I did have keeping pajamas, baby fat. I was like, I gotta remember what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I was supposed to remember what I said. I
One of the
don't.
things I
So
think-
it was very, very awkward for me, but I had fun.
I do love it though that all of our staff on this show, we all work and we make films, and
Y'all
that's the
do.
thing. We have the whole
Yeah.
credibility to talk about these things. If you're not doing it,
Mhm.
you can't talk about it.
But buddy,
110%.
but Buddy Fleeking Marriage had what's gonna come out September, October, maybe he said.
Nice.
We'll bring Chad in for that and make sure we get him in here. So thanks, Chad. See you
Yeah.
soon. All right. So with that being said, where we at? Where we
Where we at? Let's
I
go and
think
give the
we're at-
fucks.
Let's give the fucks given.
How many fucks you think this is?
Well, how many people did he fuck in the film?
What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
God.
What?
You got the lead sitting right behind you. Go ahead. Yeah, review the film.
Well, I think we pretty
To
much
be honest,
did
she did.
review our
Yeah.
honestly.
I'm gonna give it 3.5 fucks out of 5.
Fucks.
Out of
What
5.
happened to me?
Out of
Okay.
5.
I'm here. What about you, Annie?
Can you tell me why you did that?
3.5. No, because I think it is a good film, especially for filmmakers who are just starting out to
Mhm.
learn the do's and don'ts.
Okay.
And I think it is a very educational film in that aspect. I think that on top of that, I think it is a good film. Is it a film that I would necessarily go back and watch again? No, but it's not my genre of film that I like watching. I don't enjoy romantic tragedies. That's not what I go towards. So I'm gonna give it 3.5 because I did enjoy myself watching the film,
Yeah.
but it's not a film that personally I would go back and rewatch. But that's not on you because I thought you did good.
Thank you.
Okay.
3.5 is more than you gave French Dispatch.
And rightfully so. She's right.
You and I are gonna have a talk.
Oh wow.
I
That's-
think
that's-
I'm gonna do like 3.75.
Okay.
3.75.
Okay. Why?
Okay. What really got me?
Just fucking Price is Right at her.
Yeah, I love that.
You did. Why?
3.75.
Why?
Why? The slam poetry.
Yeah.
The feeling, the depth, the emotion that was actually the base of the movie. You know what I mean? Like
110%,
I
yeah.
felt the emotion in the movie when I was hearing the poetry parts.
Yeah.
And the acting, it you can tell like if you knew it was a first time movie, but if I didn't know it was a first time director, I didn't know anything about that. So watching the movie, I probably thought maybe that they were new, that they didn't know what, you know what I mean, that they were new. Didn't. Then so, but I think 3.75, and I actually would probably watch the movie again, maybe.
Okay.
See,
All right.
James has one more bullet in the chamber.
Uh-oh.
I'm sat between a 1.5 or a 2.5.
2 out of
James,
5.
I respect it as a learning experience, and I thought Royal did good with the material he was given, but it doesn't give save the rest of the movie.
We're being
You're
nice.
right.
We're being nice.
You're right,
So what you learn from that, guys, is even Mr. Roy can't save everything.
right.
That's true. All right.
But
What's
you're taking it like a champ.
let's talk about what's coming up. What's coming up for TTFT?
Oh,
Let's
oh,
talk about
yeah,
it. Let's talk about
TTFT.
it.
I can tell you.
Listen, we got a brand new seat in the house next Thursday,
David
the 16th
Gifford. That's
with
my
David
guy.
McGifford.
David G.
And then next Tuesday, the 21st, the guys will be joined by Dan Jensen of Movie Talk with Dan Jensen for another live from Studio 83 right here, counting down the top 10 movies from Down Under.
Yep.
They're going to put some shrimp on the ball bay.
Yep. And then
There you go.
next Thursday, the 23rd, it's all about me. It's Emma Everywhere.
Emma
It's my new
Everywhere.
segment. I'm going to be talking about the best Disney Channel original movies, where they peaked, where they fell. Why is Zombies 1 through 3 so freaking bad? Why? Why has it gone downhill? Anyways,
And right?
YouTube is not going to know anything. It's going to
And
be
then
great.
listen,
Explain it,
strap
explain
in, guys, because this is the last Tuesday of the month, and we're covering the movie Cocaine Bear. And
Oh.
I'm dying to see this. And we're gonna have a special guest from the film, Cayenne Kim, actually.
KK.
Yay, yay.
All right, that's good.
All right.
All
Yeah.
right, and
Nice.
if you guys don't know this, for all my sports aficionados out there, March Madness is coming. But for us here, that means March
Movie
Madness.
Madness.
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna get wild. And you guys be
100%.
there for it. Ladies, I want to tell you guys that I love the job you guys did today.
Thank
The
you.
gals,
Thank
the
you.
gals did today. Dave, how they do?
It's fantastic.
Thank
Aw,
you.
thank you.
Like, we're
Thanks,
hard work, so
boys.
what do you guys what? Fantastic Beasts, the other movie? Is
Sure.
that a
Well,
good thing or bad? I don't
That's
know. I've never
good.
seen
I
the
don't
second
know.
The first one was good. The second and the
Yeah.
third were
Was that the one
not.
with Ezra?
The
All right.
third was
Also check out
was
Ezra
third
Miller
Dumbledore,
on the
right?
channel.
Third was
All right.
Dumbledore.
No, that was
See-
Jude Law who plays Dumbledore.
Yeah, I know. The third movie, though. You're like Fantastic Beasts' third movie.
Yeah, that one wasn't good.
Which is the third movie?
The Secrets of Dumbledore.
I love that movie. I love that.
Started trying to kill Annie.
Ladies, lead us out.
All right. Well, thank you for spending Valentine's Day with us, guys. We really appreciate it. And let's cap off the night by checking out Then There Was You, available on Amazon Prime and Tubi.
Have a great night, everyone.
Have a good night. Love you.
I'm not a retired.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Val-